Hello everyone, and welcome to Lovella's Coloring. This video will be part 1 for the hashtag Color Your Hoard color along. We will be coloring in this coloring book, which I previously called Love Sickness, but my lovely Instagram friend and fellow color tuber Erin Kelly had a different translation called Lost You Forever, and I like that one so much better. So the title for this book in my videos will from now on be called Lost You Forever. And just in case you didn't watch my previous video, I did use a number generator to pick out this book to use for this color along. If you do have this book, please feel free to color along with me on the same page, or if you want to do another page in this book and just want someone to color along with, especially if you're like me and want to get over the intimidation of coloring in beautifully illustrated coloring books. Yeah, so yes, you're welcome to please color along, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So moving right along, I did test some of the mediums that I will be using for the page, and the mediums I tested are the Neocolors and the Luminance. Luminance colored very nicely. I don't know if you can see it. I'll just go ahead and bring it up over here. So these are the colors I was planning to use for the flowers, but I probably will be using it differently. I did use a lot of I think this is the purplish red. It was a little too bright, so I want the flowers to be a little bit subtle. And anyways, the Neocolor I plan to use for the background, and as you can see, the top one I used with the Neocolors, I colored it onto the palette and used a water brush to pick it up with. And then the second one, I put Neocolor straight onto the paper and then blended it out with the water brush. And the third one is I used the brush onto the Neocolor, the tip of the Neocolor, and then straight onto the paper. And while testing all three of those out, there was no bleed through, no real kind of warping. I didn't use that much water, so it's really good. So just seeing that, I think I won't have any problems using the Neocolors on the page. So the page I will be coloring in is this one. So this page has a Chinese man in his Chinese outfit. I think I'm thinking that these branches with the flowers are cherry blossom trees, so that's what I'm going to color them as. So the branches will be dark, and the flowers are going to be slightly pink, and it's going to be like the inside part's going to be, I'll use the purplish red, and going out it'll lighten up. And for this page, my plans for this page is to do the background. So this video is going to consist of just doing the background. I may lay colors for the branches and maybe for the guy. We'll see how much time we have left. So the background will be colored with Neocolor 2. Hopefully I'm not glaring, and I'm sorry if I am. So I'm just going to open this up. So the color I plan to use is olive green first, and I was thinking light blue for the sky, but I'm kind of changing my mind and maybe going with gray to light gray. I think that would be a lot better. So I'm going to go olive, or actually I might go raw umber first. So I'll go raw umber, gray, light gray, and so we're going to go up this way, and it'll get lined up probably somewhere here in the corner. So I'll start off with raw umber. So this is the Neocolor 2 Aquarelle. This is the Caran D'ache brand, and this is raw umber. And I'm just going to use my palette and just color right on top of it. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. Sorry. Just to get everything ready, I just want to have everything out. And underneath my page, I have a cardstock and a cutting board, just in case. You never know, better to be safe. You know. So I'll put this down a little bit there. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. So we're going to start with the bottom part, just right here. So I'm using the Zig Kuretake water brush. These are just my favorite to use. And yeah, so I'm just going to check to make sure it's wet enough. Don't want too much. I don't want to soak up the paper. So I'm just going to grab color there and just go ahead and jump right in. And I can always clean it up later. So I'm going to go over to the other side. What is this? I think this is all cloud, branch, and there we go. So I decided to just go ahead and use the watercolor or the Neocolors this way, rather than coloring it on the page, because the tight space, there's just not enough room to color in. It's a lot of small spaces. It's easier to just do it this way, and the coverage is a lot more seamless, I think, if I do it this way. And so this is my first time coloring in any Chinese coloring books. So you're going along on this ride with me. And I'm just hoping that it all works out. I don't want to have high expectations and be kind of disappointed, you know. So I'm just gonna not really take it slow, but one at a time, and think about it, about my color choices too. Right there. And yeah, so I want to ask if you guys are still coloring along with us for the challenge, the hashtag Color Your Hoard. How are you guys doing in that? Are you getting a lot of your books colored? So I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm going to go over to this side. I'm only going to color like right up to here and then kind of transition into the gray. So every month I've been coloring in a book that I haven't colored in. That's why if you look in my Instagram or in my if you watch my finished colored pages, it's like a mix of coloring books. It's pretty much, I like different kinds of coloring books. A lot of them give me joy. I love coloring in them. It doesn't matter how simple or how intricate and hard or intimidating. It's just, you know, as long as I have fun, it's the experience, and seeing the result afterwards is it just makes me happy. Yeah, and with the videos, I love making the hashtag color your hoard finished colorings from you guys. I love seeing all of your colorings. I do see it on Instagram, and the reason some of them I don't like it right away because it'll be easier for me when I put the video together to like your videos as I make like your colorings during the time I make the videos, so I know that I got your coloring and I don't skip anyone or miss anyone's coloring. So probably gonna just a little bit up here, and then that's where I'm gonna go gray. So I'm just gonna lightly, not so much color up here, just lightly fade it out as much as I can. So I have this what is it? I see it in my head what I want it to look like, but it's still not clear. I have like a general like picture in my head, but we'll see. I'm kind of curious how it's gonna turn out. See that little one right over there. Someone asked, how are you guys doing? How is your summer? I do hope for those of you who were having a lot of heat in your area, keeping safe and cool. I know some places have summer storms. Over here in the Pacific Northwest, it's kind of like back and forth. Now you can see I'm wearing my sweater again, and it's still the summertime, but it's actually pretty cloudy outside. I don't know if it's cloudy or if it's the smoke that's just covering the sky, because I believe we have smoke coming from three different areas that are just filling up the sky. And yeah, just waiting. Hopefully we're not going to have that warning again where the air quality is going to be bad, because we've had that before whenever there's a fire going on in our state. Okay, so how far did I go on this side? Just like right up to here. Yeah, so I remember how when I first got the Neocolors, I was very, very intimidated to use it. I wasn't as confident in coloring with it, and I guess you kind of just have to go right in, and whatever happens, and it's watercolor, so there's always ways to, like, I can always darken this if I feel like it should get darkened. Now let me go see. I said I wanted to do gray for this. See, look at the paper, it's still flat. See, I put a little bit too much water, but it'll dry nicely. Not so bad, I like it. I don't know if I should just go raw umber all the way or transition to gray. I'm going to try a little bit of gray on this side and see what happens. So this is the gray. Let's go here. And then I know I wanted to use the light gray, so I'll just go ahead and this section, I'm just going to grab some color. That's a lot. I'm just bringing the color down a little. I think that might be a little bit too dark. Let me go ahead and try the gray one. Or what is this called? Light gray. Go here. It's like just like barely. Maybe I had too much gray. There. I soaked it a little too much. So I'll just let that dry, and if I want to come back, make it darker, I will. If you saw my coloring supplies haul and coloring books haul for July, I did pick up some. Okay, I can see it here in my head, but coming out of my mouth is like so hard. Gouache, did I say it right? But the Arteza brand, and I want to try to use the white for these clouds that are, or fog that's going right across him and in the background. Okay. I don't know why that word is so hard for me to say. See, as we go out here, I'm going to just kind of fade it out. I won't color the whole thing. So I'll go in here. Yeah, so I want to use the white gouache to go over the fog. And I hope it works out. Don't rub that too much. Okay, so I'm going to do this side. I like how that's looking out. I'm going to add more to the bottom after it dries. It feels like it's drying out already. I'm going to go ahead and do this side and do gray. I'm going to add a little bit more. So this is the regular gray. So the set I have for the Neocolors is the 40 set. I don't have the, is it 80 is the biggest set? Just gonna get a little bit. get right in here. So I hope that's not darker than the outer side, but it looks like it's gonna dry. Light anyways. Maybe you hear that sound. So, I squeezed some water and it's making sound now. I'm just gonna go over here, just gonna, I don't know what that is. I really like the paper in these Chinese coloring books. The way it's reacting to the watercolor. It's really nice. I really like it. Okay, so try to get this in here. Probably at the end of this video, I'll show you some of the colored images that was provided in this book. There were some watercolors and some that were colored in pencils. So they provided some examples to share, showing that you can use watercolors and colored pencils. So you go over here. Get this done. Yeah. So what other hobbies do you guys like to do? Latimia was asking me, Latimia from Cali Girl NNC, she was asking me if I have ever done diamond painting, and I haven't. I mean, I've watched like Anne working on hers, other people, but I'm scared to start something. And you know, coloring is already my thing. It's my hobby. It's what I love to do. And I'm scared if I start another one, it's just going to be kind of another obsession for me. It's kind of like how I'm scared to really love markers and blending with markers, because I know once I start loving it, I'm probably going to want to get Copics, and those are so expensive, and so like I want to enjoy coloring for a little bit. Though if I heard, is it Hannah Lynn or is it Jasmine Beckett Griffith that has some of their works that are colored that are available as diamond paintings? Because if that's out, I would probably want to try one out if it's their work, only because I like their work. So so now I'm just like trying to fade it out this way. I don't think I have that much in here. to see where I left off. Right here. And I think I will have to go this way because it looks funny if I just go up this way and not there. And I hope you can see it. Right, there we go. So I'm just gonna kind of like fade it this way and then this, and I'm just gonna leave that top part alone. Can't see where I left off. I think I will go here. Sorry, quiet, kind of concentrating. I think I'll add a little bit more on this side. I have a little bit. And just fade it out that way. I'm gonna go this way. I'm just using whatever's left over. I'm sorry if I'm quiet, trying to oh, I forgot about that little section right there. Go in and check right here, there. So is there anywhere else here? Here, little spaces. I'm gonna go back on this section right here. This. I'll let that dry. This one kind of dried. I'm just gonna clean this up. It's bugging me that there's like a line straight across. But I guess it can help it for all of them. So let me go ahead and lift you guys up. So that's how it looks. It's just a subtle background. And then I'm going to add a little bit more in the bottom just to darken it up a little bit with the raw umber. So this is the finished. It's still trying to dry. It is coming up a little bit, but it's not that bad compared to like other papers I have used Neocolors on, or watercolors in general. While in between video recording, I will have this sitting underneath heavy books to flatten it out. So the colors I did end up using for the background is gray and raw umber, and these are both from the Neocolor 2 Aquarelle. And I have the 40 set, so if you have the 40 set, you should be able to use these colors. So now I think I have a little bit of more time. I think I will go ahead and color in the branches. So for cherry blossom trees, the branches, I like the really dark, kind of reddish tone color for the cherry blossom trees. So the color I will be using for the Caran D'ache, from the Caran D'ache Luminance 76 set, is burnt sienna, and I'm just going to put a light layer down just to, so I find all the branches. So I'll go ahead and get that pencil out. So this should be, and it's number 069, just right here. And just make sure, it's really hard to see. Burnt Sienna 069. Okay. So I'm kind of standing right now because the camera is so high. I'm going to do the top portion first, and then we'll move down to the bottom. Okay, so I'll start in the bottom right over here. I'm just going to do a light light coloring on top. So it's still drying a little bit. I'm just going to go over lightly on my stone frame. I'll just go ahead and stop right there. Go to this one and get these colors in. Just checking if I'm in the frame. Okay. So earlier I was talking about what is that, diamond painting, and yeah, so I haven't gotten one yet. If there is like a Tanya Bond one or a Hannah Lynn, I'll probably end up getting one, but I'll wait for now. What I am doing though, besides coloring, is my daughter and I, my youngest daughter, she's 16, well, we both love like miniature stuff, and I when the girls were young, I put together a dollhouse for them, but it's one of those big ones like for their Barbies and stuff. But we've just found out, I guess it's been going on for a couple of years already, but they have miniature, do-it-yourself miniature dollhouses that you can put together. But we didn't want to jump right into it, so we got these little, I think it's a little tin set, and it might be about the same size, but we just got it in, so we're both gonna try putting it together, and if it's something we like, it'll be a hobby that we can both do together. And there is a lot of videos out of people putting together those do-it-yourself miniature doll houses, and they are so cute. And I think those, you know, calico creatures, those would make cute homes for them. kind of reminds me of that Julia Rivers coloring books. The one with the little animals that are dressed up like the calico creatures. And I forgot, I think it's called Secret Village. But yeah, that would be. And I have that book. I might, if I really like those dollhouses, I might be inspired to even color in the book, because it's a cute book. It's just very detailed and so much going on. I might just go over it with like Crayola Crayola super tips, just to do a base, and then just to have it colored in, and later on, if I want to shade some areas, I'll go ahead and do that. So almost done with this top part. I'm really glad I have the Neocolors. I mean, I also have the Lyra Aquarelle, but I only have, I think it's the 12 set, so it didn't have the colors I wanted for this background. But I'm really glad I have that to use instead of using the pan, because with the pan watercolors, I'm still, I think I have more control coloring with the Neocolors rather than with the pan watercolors. Those watercolors that come in those little pans. And I think I'm going off the screen now, so I'm going to go down this way. So I'm going to color on this side. I hope I'm not blocking. I'm sorry if I do. Looks like I forgot that little area there. Just color it in. And I'm turning my pencil so I can always I'm going to try to keep a sharp point as long as I can. I don't like sharpening my Luminance pencils because they are so expensive. Well, per pencil they are. But I'm so happy I have my set because I really love the colors that are in here. And someone commented and asked if there are some colors that are really unique to Luminance. And to me, there are colors that I believe are unique compared to like Prismacolors, and I did a comparison with my with both swatches to see what unique colors they have in the Luminance compared to the Prismacolors. And one of my favorite is Buff Titanium, and I think a lot of people agree. Buff Titanium is a color I don't think I've seen in any other sets. I don't know, maybe Holbein's with their pastel. I have to check again. But yeah, Buff Titanium's good to use instead of white, especially for skin. And a lot their dark sap green compared to the dark green that's in Prismacolor it's a nice, really dark color, and you don't see cobalt green. It's kind of close to, not apple green. It's the next one after that. I can't remember. Malachite green. I don't think I've seen that one. All the 10%, except for French gray. There's a type of French gray in Prismacolor, but all the 10%, olive brown, brown, ochre, burnt ochre, raw umber, burnt sienna. Violet gray is a lovely color I like also. Sepia you might find with the French gray. It's kind of like in between, but yeah, those are the colors that I think are very unique. The rest of the colors, I'm sure you can find something similar in any other sets. So, but the number one for me is buff titanium, especially with doing portraits or characters' faces, illustrations with skin tones. And we are done. So that's that. Should I color one more? Let me see. Let's go back up. Okay, so for his hair, I'm going to color it black, but I think that's going to be the last thing I'm going to color, because just in case, I'm bad at smearing on other parts of of the page. So I'm just going to do a base of the Cassel Earth for the hair, and then just to have it colored. So I'm going to put this burnt sienna back. And Cassel Earth is right beside it, number 046 right here. Get that out. Just make sure Cassel Earth 046. So yeah, I'm just gonna color in the hair, just a light layer. So the flowers, I'm thinking about the flowers while I color the hair, his hair. I have a visual in my head of what I want to color it. The inside part is going to be a little bit, I'm thinking of using the purplish red, and then using, so let me tell you, hopefully I'm not glaring. So I was trying to decide between the ultramarine pink and this other pink, which is anthraquinoid pink, but it looks a lot more orangey, and I wanted the flowers to complement ice blue, because his ice blue is the accent color that I'm going to be using on his outfit. And this part right over here, I'm planning to do ice blue. Some of the little designs that are in here, trim's going to be either black or silver. I'm still trying to decide, and the rest of it's going to be white with gray shadings. So I wanted something to complement the blue, and between these two, I think that ultramarine would be the one to complement, to compare to me. That's what I see. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it'll work out. So I'll go ahead and finish this. Yeah, so that was in my head while I do a base layer, kind of trying to think ahead. Just a loose layering. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want to stay in the area. Sorry if the screen is shaking. I'm trying not to color too hard. So a little part of this is also going to be turquoise, or not turquoise, ice blue. Yeah. While I was trying to choose a picture from this book. It actually took me about 20 to 30 minutes trying to decide which one, and at the same time I was looking through pictures on Google, just trying to get inspired. And I was thinking to myself, am I going to have to watch a Chinese drama on Netflix to be inspired? I might, just to I don't know, just to be into it. Not that I'm not into it right now. I am. I have all these ideas in my head that I'm kind of in a hurry to put it down. But I just hope that I can edit this fast enough so I can have it out to you guys this weekend. It's Friday right now, so I'm just hoping I can edit it so it's seamless and kind of smooth for you guys. I hope you're not kind of like, I know I wasn't speaking in a portion of the video, so I might have to fast forward that area or skip ahead because it's just, oops, oh, that's okay. And there we go. And that is the rest of its hair, right? Yeah. Just cover it in a little bit more. Okay. So that is it for the Cassel Earth. I'll leave these pencils out, make sure I write it down. And I think I'll go ahead and stop for this part of this color along, and I'll come back and we'll finish up with the branches, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the flowers. I'll probably just do like this portion, and then we'll skip forward and have everything done, and then we'll continue with the guy. I'll probably color the outfit first, his skin, and then his hair will be last, or it might be his hair then skin. I'm not sure. I usually go back and forth with those. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of my coloring in the Lost You Forever Chinese coloring book. I really had fun. I like how the background came out. I'm glad I decided to change the color from blue to gray, and I'm excited to see the end result actually of this page. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and we'll come back for part 2. So please take care and happy colorings. Bye bye. Hello again. Sorry to scare you guys if I did. I totally forgot that I was going to show you guys the colored pictures that were given at the end of this book. I reminded myself while I was editing. So in the back they show examples of colored illustrations using colored pencils and watercolor. So here's colored pencils. This was the illustration that I was thinking of coloring, but decided to go with the guy. Love how it's colored with the colored pencils, but then it's nice with the watercolors. So this has both colored pencils and then watercolors, and this is just all watercolors. Also all watercolors. And that's it. So thank you guys again. Sorry about this little add-on. I totally forgot. Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care and happy colorings. Bye-bye.